Hey everyone, I'm here with the main idea to teach you more about cartoons and cartooning. So the first video I did with you was cartoon portraits and designing cartoon character where we went over head shape, neck and shoulders, eyes, nose, mouth, eyebrows, details, and coloring. The next video after that, we did expressions and emanata, where we designed one character to start out with, and then we put them through all these different emotions using these different key features and emanata, which are those cute little icons and symbols that we use to enhance expressions. The video after that, we worked on comic strips, specifically 3-panel comic strips, and we went over the different transition types, which were moment to moment, action to action, subject to subject, scene to scene, and aspect to aspect, scripting, speech bubbles, and putting it together. In today's video, we are looking at zines, that is Z-I-N-E-S, short for magazines, and with this project, we are combining all the skills we learned from the last 3 videos and using it to make this. So the materials you will need today is this handout, which you either printed off or you can find on the main idea Facebook or Instagram page. You will need a writing or drawing utensil. I'm again using this black colored pencil, but you can use pen, marker, crayon, whatever you have. I'm also using this pencil sharpener and this eraser if I need it, and you're going to need some coloring materials, which I'm going to be using my colored pencils again, but you can have whatever you have on hand. And if you can't access this sheet, you can take a blank piece of paper. More specifically, 8.5 by 11 white piece of paper. If you don't have specifically that, anything will work. This is just a regular printer piece of paper. You just need it to be a big rectangle of blank paper, basically. And you will also need a pair of scissors. I'm just using these right here. Or something to cut with. So, to make a zine, what you do first is you fold your piece of paper in half. Now this one is already pre-cut and folded, but I'm still going to take you through the steps. So you take your piece of paper, you fold it in half. You fold it in half again, like that. And then you fold it in half again. And then when you open it up, you should have 8 equally spaced rectangles. And then when it's still folded, what you do is you cut. So this is still folded in 2. You cut right here. Pretend I'm cutting this right now. You cut right there so that these 2 are free. And I'll show you what that looks like when it's opened up. So you're cutting a split right in the middle. From there to there. Those middle 2. And then once that is all cut, you can turn to the side that you'll be working with. You do this, you fold it in half again. And now we have this mouth where if you press it together, it opens. What you want to do is press it together all the way. Then you have an X. And what you can do is simply combine those 2 sides, these 2 sides. So now we have that, and then fold it again. Let me show you that one more time. So from this flat piece of paper that you folded and cut, you fold it in half, like that. You push the sides together so that we get this mouth. Then it forms an X, and you push it all the way together. Then you take these 2 sides, you squish them and fold them. You take these 2 sides, you squish them and fold them. Now we have this. You simply fold it again. Just like that. And if you need to recrease the edges, that's all right too. And what we have now is what we call a zine, which is a tiny book, short for magazine. They came out of the underground art movements as a way to make really cheap and easy and accessible artwork. They're usually filled with illustrations or cartoons or poetry or politics or recipes or instructions or DIYs, literally anything you can fit inside a piece of paper that's folded. So now we have this, and if you're working from a blank one, what you can do is on this front one, put an F or write front, and then flip to the back, and on the back one, write a B or back. And if you look inside, we now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages, and a back, and a front cover. So if you want to number those, if you're working on one from scratch, then after that's done, you can unfold it completely and lay it flat. If you notice, the back cover is actually going to be the first panel here, and then it's going to be the front cover. And like I said, we're going to be combining all the skills that we used in previous videos to work and finish this zine. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to use our cartoon portrait skills. Which I have right here. If it's easier for you to work when the booklet's all folded up, you can do that as well. This is just the easiest way for me to work. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to use our cartoon portrait skills, and we're going to draw ourselves. You see this says, "This is me." If you don't have the handout, you can write it in yourself. So this is me, and the zine all about blank, and there you can write your name or nickname, whatever you want to go by for this zine. So I'm going to go ahead and write my name. So there's my name. I added a little smiley face just for fun. So using our cartoon challenge handout, what you can do is start working on your portrait of yourself. And you can pause the video and do this if you want. I'm going to draw myself using this too. So I just finished coloring mine. Obviously, I don't have green skin, and unfortunately, I don't have pink hair, and I don't have these cute little hearts for blush. It doesn't need to be entirely realistic. You know, I want pink hair, and I thought the green would look good with the orange. And orange is my favorite color. So you can go ahead and get creative with it too. It doesn't need to be exactly alike. So the next page is I feel blank when blank, and this is when we start using our second video skills of expressions and emanata. So the first one, you want to put in an emotion and something that makes you feel this emotion. So I'm just going to go ahead and say happy. I feel happy when I draw. And this is just an example. So you fill in what yours is, and what you want to do next is draw yourself the same way you drew yourself, feeling that emotion and doing that activity. Or being surrounded by materials from that activity. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so I just finished page 2. I feel happy when I draw. The next page is I also feel blank when blank, and this one is the same process, different emotion and different circumstance. So go ahead and do that. So I just finished drawing and coloring this one, which I did. I also feel angry when I'm tired. Um, I also forgot a detail on this page, which is those little cheek hearts, because I don't have them in real life, so I forgot them. So I just went back and drew them in. So it's okay to flip-flop between pages. Um, this one I added a little emanata, those little squiggles, and then I added a little squiggle over here that's blue because I associate that with tiredness. So the next page is when I talk, it looks like this. And for that, you want to go onto our comic strip video right here. And you want to look at the speech bubbles. You want to make up a speech bubble for yourself for what you think you sound like. And you can use these as a base for that, or you can make up your own completely. So I'm going to go ahead and do. So this is my speech bubble that I did. I just wrote myself saying hello. I don't really know why I chose that shape. I chose those colors because those are my two favorite colors, orange and green. But this just felt right. So it doesn't need to make complete sense. You don't need to be able to explain it to someone. Just do what feels right. The next one is my room looks like this, and there's 3 panels, and then it's an aspect to aspect. So if you remember from our 3-panel comic session, aspect to aspect is when you're looking at details of different moments in time of one scene. So as if you froze real life and were looking around. So this one is my room looks like this. So take a second and look around your room or whatever space you're in and draw different aspects of that room. So I just finished mine up. This is what mine looks like. This is a really cool doll that my sister made one time that's sitting over my shelf. This is my laptop, which is on my bed behind me. And this is my ceiling fan, which is pretty much right above me. The next page is my perfect day would be, and then this is subject to subject. So if you look back at the handout for the comics one, subject to subject is when there's more than one subject in one scene. So your perfect day would be, or one scene or idea. So the idea for this one is perfect day. So think about what your perfect day would be. Think of a beginning, middle, and end to your perfect day, and then go ahead and draw and color that in. And I'll do that. So this is what I did. My perfect day would be starting off at a cafe, getting my favorite drink, an iced mocha, and drawing in my sketchbook. Then having a picnic outside under a tree and it's warm and sunny and really nice out. And then going to a movie theater and just watching a movie. I didn't really know what to draw for a movie screen, so I just put a bunch of different squiggles and colors, and then these are the movie seats. And then the last page is my life, and then past, present, future. And this is scene to scene and scene to scene. It's where there were big differences of either location or time. This one can be both. So think of a beginning, middle, and end, what your life used to be like, what your life's like right now, and then what you want your life to be like in the future. So I'm going to go ahead and do that too. So this is my past, present, and future. So in the past, I was really bored and tired all the time and always in school. In the present, I'm really active and really happy and making a bunch of artwork and loving my family and partner. And then in the future, first off, I want pink hair. And then in the future, I want to be a teacher and teach art to students. And that's what I hope I get to do. Then the last page is the end. This is the back panel, and what you want to do is write your last name and then the year. And then you can draw whatever you want right here. I'm gonna go ahead and just draw a goofy face. With some hair. I'm just gonna go color that in. And when you're done, you can fold it on up. So that's over, pushed in, and then these pages together. And you finished your zine, all about you. And what you can do with your zine is you can unfold it, lay it flat, and then print off copies, either in color or black and white, and then either give them out, trade them for other things, or sell them, which a lot of people do online. So I hope you've enjoyed these 4 videos on cartooning, comics, and zines, and I hope you keep looking into the content that we have here at Main Idea. All right, thank you. Bye.